What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we have a ton of important news to discuss with you guys. As you know, today is day 2 of the Ripple XRP Swell conference, which means we should be seeing any sort of movement within XRP happen today, if not yesterday. And we are starting to see some of that movement right now. Now, as you guys know, in the past couple of videos, I was talking about a couple of things. If you own XRP, obviously watch. Attention, XRP's next major move could be huge, as well as Ripple or XRP is about to do something it hasn't done in a long time. Now, I do want to continue off of this basis that yesterday we were starting to see a retracement, and if you guys watched that video, you knew exactly what it was that I was talking about, that we were following Bitcoin's move into a retracement into potentially a later bull run. And I want to continue off that basis because I feel like a lot of you guys didn't really see that. So to move on, guys, XRP right now is starting to break bearish. As you guys can see, a major retracement is exactly happening right now. We are starting to hit lower, and I want to continue off that and show you guys where my prediction is in regards to moving in the future, because I do think it is that important. Now, I do think Bitcoin is also retracing lower, as you can see within its bearish fractal, and I want to continue to explain with you guys what exactly it is that we are doing with that, because this is huge. The fact that we're hitting oversold means we have to act right now, right freaking now on the video. Now, we're also going to be talking about this Ripple XRP's X Spring invests in new contract or new smart contract platform. Otherwise, guys, as you know, today is Friday, and every Friday we do a $25 Bitcoin giveaway. So I've loaded up one random video from the past week, and I'm going to click this. Whoever wins this will get the $25. All you have to do is comment your Bitcoin address down below if it's not a scam. This looks like a scam, so we're going to click start again. All right, guys, finally, after sorting through a bunch of Russian comments I cannot understand, we finally have somebody who won. Anonymous, comment your Bitcoin address down below, and I will send you $25 of Bitcoin. ICOs are a scam. Don't believe in things other than YouTube who promote token. They're just taking advantage, and they can dump it. So shout out to Anonymous for winning this week's Bitcoin giveaway. Remember, guys, all you have to do to enter the giveaway is comment down below. Make sure you are subscribed. Comment down below. We're doing something different now. All you have to do is comment Crypto TV, hashtag Crypto TV, to be entered in this Friday's $25 Bitcoin giveaway. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So guys, once again, huge, awesome news. We finally broke 12,000 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm very, very, very impressed with how much growth this channel is getting and how much attention it is. So another thing I want to continue off of is I want to compare with you guys. We've been discussing this XRP retracement and breakout within this massive ascending triangle. What exactly is happening and what I'm referring to? There is a secret pattern that I feel like a lot of people are not noticing, hence the title of today's video. A secret pattern that people aren't seeing, that it seems like some people are understanding but most don't, is the comparison between XRP and Bitcoin. Now, for those of you who don't know, my past couple of videos, even in regards to the title, I've been saying that XRP is following Bitcoin's pattern, and that's why we're seeing a retracement. So, once again, we're going to flash back to when I've said that, but after that, you guys will now see what it is that I'm referring to. And there's a chance we could see. Now, ultimately, I am expecting to see a break to the downside, not to get anybody upset, but a break to the downside would immediately help us track where the prices could be going. If we see this immediate retracement, we would be anticipating the coin to fall immediately down to $8,600 from its high of 93. Now, being overbought once again, they all look to be overbought and overextended, which gives me reason to believe we could potentially be seeing retracement. Now, not to mention that major ascending triangles, they tend to break bearish. I don't want to throw any salt or anything like that, but there's a chance we could be seeing a retracement, a small one at that. And I compare that to Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin sees a small retracement down to here, it's only maybe 2 weeks more where we're going to see consolidation before we see a massive, and I mean legendary massive, break to the upside, similar to what we just saw. Now, notice a couple of things. So yesterday or 2 days ago, we made a correction to the Bitcoin fractals forming here on Bitcoin's chart. You'll notice in the past couple of days, we've had 4 fractals forming right now, and this is the 4th fractal. Now, I do want to continue to discuss what exactly it is that I'm referring to. Now, I said, as you guys know, compared to the current coin market cap, that Bitcoin Bitcoin and XRP have a very similar regards to the price graph on the 7-day. Very similar, except for this little hump. They follow each other fairly well. Now, with that being said, I was anticipating retracement to happen within Bitcoin's fractal, which would inevitably lead to where XRP goes. Now, to continue off of the XRP basis, you'll notice a couple of things. If we then compare the fractals here on Bitcoin, you'll notice a couple of things. For those of you who haven't been paying attention, I've been saying that within these fractals, we do tend to break bearish. And once we hit that oversold line, we break bullish with extreme volume. Notice it once again, we retrace down, we hit oversold, we break bullish with extreme volume. Same thing again, we retrace bearish. Once we hit oversold, we break bullish with extreme volume. Well, if you haven't noticed, that is exactly what's happening right now. So, I mean, I can extend these. I don't want to. I'm going to leave them right now, but we've hit oversold. So you guys know what that means. The fact that we just hit oversold, we should be anticipating another run to the upside. And the fact that we hit oversold on the 4-hour, and I want to check out the daily. We're okay on the daily, but we did break bearish out of here, which means I want to sell my short position. So for those of you who don't know, I've been shorting this cryptocurrency here on the DueDEX platform. As you guys know, we've seen this major retracement to lower levels happening right now, which means there's my freaking position. As you guys know, I've been leverage trading here on DueDEX. I highly recommend you check out DueDEX if you want to make great trades. It's the first link in the description there, an awesome website that I discovered, and I highly recommend you check it out. With DueDEX, you're actually allowed to sell and short Bitcoin. That's huge. You can sell and short, and you can leverage that trade too. So for example, this position I have opened, I put out $400. I bought $400 of Bitcoin to short. And notice it's 800 because I leveraged it 2 times, which you can see right here, which means I'm shorting the potential bearish retracement, which we were expecting. So you can see right now, and I'm so hyped up. I bought it at $9,600 and we're currently at $8,790, which means this is the amount of margin that I made off of a 20% return on my investment, which is huge. I made 20% right now. This is my unrealized potential. All I have to do is close this, which I'm going to do in a second right after the video ends. I just want to look at this at a little more in depth, and you can see my next mode of action is probably going to be buying long because I'm anticipating right now to see some sort of recovery on Bitcoin, shooting the price up to higher levels, because if this does hold true and history does repeat itself after this major dump that we've seen, we're going to see consolidation and potentially this retracement back up to higher levels. So this is why I'm saying it has a lot to do with XRP as well, because XRP seems to be following Bitcoin. Hopefully now you guys understand this massive secret pattern that not many people are understanding and noticing. With this secret pattern, the retracement is happening short term. We got rejected from resistance up here. Similar to Bitcoin, we have a resistance up at $9,700. But because we're in this downtrend, you'll notice once the breakout happens, because we tested oversold, which we're seeing right now, we should see that massive explosion in volume. Now notice this breakout here happened right at around the 25th of October. And if we look at XRP, the 25th of October is right here, this massive movement right here. So once again, I'm anticipating this to spring upwards and break through resistance in the next couple of days due to the fact that Bitcoin is probably going to do the same thing. So this is what I'm trying to reference to, guys, and this is huge news that you guys really need to take advantage of, and due to the fact that this is an awesome shorting position. And like I said again, I highly recommend you check out XRPs. I highly recommend you check out DueDEX. Like I said, it's the first link in the description. This allows you to short the coin, and I can literally make money now in crypto in a bear market. That's a huge thing, guys. That is absolutely massive, and I highly recommend you take advantage of this. Otherwise, guys, I have been putting out these pointers here on my Patreon. Patreon is a way where I can share exclusive access and exclusive content to my charts with you guys. I've been telling all of my patrons that we are going to be experiencing this dump. That's why I've been shorting. So be checking that out as well, because this gives you access before I actually make these YouTube videos. So that's a huge shout out for everybody who, isn't aware of that. But now, furthermore, to check out this XRP Ripple Spring investing, you can see right here, even regardless of this, it made the market act bearish. You can see it says November 5th, Flare Networks reported at a secured partnership and investment with Xspring that will enable the company to bring wealth of resources and partners enhanced to extend the Flare, Spring, and XRP ecosystem. Flare's native token will be an algorithmic stablecoin created in part by burning XRP, and payments for a contract can be made and received via Interledger. Xspring invested in Swedish startup. Xspring invested in Swedish cryptocurrency self-custody startup Toho Labs to build hardware wallet firmware. Xspring said that the Swedish startup plans to develop a new version of XRP toolkit and the hardware wallet firmware, supporting all XRP ledger transaction types, as well as a non-custodial web interface. So news is coming out. Obviously, Ripple, in terms of the big banking system, is pumping out a lot of different alternate news that doesn't directly affect the price itself. This price effect is immediately affected by Bitcoin. So for those of you that have been watching the videos and know that we've been tracking this fractal, which, whether, correlation doesn't always mean causation, but I mean, here it kind of does, we would have known, because we were tracking this, that the retracement was going to happen, which immediately led to the pullback of XRP. If you've been watching my videos, directly watching them, you would have known that this is what I've been talking about, that we needed this small-term retracement. Now what we're looking for on Bitcoin is to see this breakout to the upside. That's what we're looking for, hitting oversold. Now notice on the daily, let's go to the 25th on the daily, just so we have some sort of reference. 25th was right here. No, 25th was right over here. So we were oversold here. Notice here we were oversold. All the other breakouts to the upside, we were hitting the bottom on the retracements, which is interesting. Notice we're on a retracement here. So that is somewhat interesting. Consider that this may be a bigger breakout, a bearish move than I thought. Yes, we are inside this bearish fractal, but I want you to consider a couple of things right now. I didn't notice this at first, but I want to share it with you now. We're seeing a bearish crossover on the MACD. That is a signal of retracement to lower levels. And also consider that we're only at 47 on the RSI. And every time we broke bullish, we were even oversold or testing oversold on the daily as well. So you can see here we were oversold, here we were oversold, here we were oversold. We're not there yet, which could mean we could be breaking even lower back down. And what I mean by that is we could be seeing, finally, since we're outside of this high-low MMA, a break back inside of what looks to appear in purple, a either descending triangle, which this is what I mean by the descending triangle, this thing right here, or the symmetrical triangle, which is this thing right here. So there's three purple lines, all immediately having one resistance, but a support and a support right here. This is the uptrend, this is the support. We could be breaking back down inside of here. We could be honestly anticipating an even lower break if we do fall outside of this descending wedge. So that's very interesting. It's still a 20% gain. Obviously, we're oversold on the 4 hour, so I may sell off, but there's definitely a chance we could be falling lower, so consider that a play as well. Otherwise, guys, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and remember, we're doing a giveaway for $25 of free Bitcoin every Friday. All you have to do to enter is comment #CryptoTV down below, and you'll be entered. Otherwise, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.